What's going on, guys? This your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. And it looked like Sheryl Swoopes might have just lost a job, allegedly. Guys, for this one here, we got to go down to Dallas. Let's get it. Let's go. Yes, you heard me correctly. Sheryl Swoopes looked like she might have just lost another job, bro. Now, if you guys ain't familiar with Sheryl Swoopes' work history, she be losing them jobs, dog. I just got to keep it real. And it looked like she might have just lost another one because word on the street is that the Dallas Wings let her go. Now, it seemed like every person that then bashed on Kayla Clark in the last, year is unemployed. Look at Kennedy Carter. She she pushed Caitlyn. She's unemployed. The only person that pretty much has done something to Kayla Clark that has remained employed is none other than Dejanay Carrington. I just gotta keep it real. And she poked Caitlyn in the damn eye. Now that was shocking in itself too, that she still got a job, but she does. But it seemed like nearly every person that then wronged Caitlyn Clark, they got him up out of there, bro. And this is another case of that because Sheryl Swoopes was an announcer for the Dallas Wings. Now, fans was definitely caught off guard with the latest post that was released by the Dallas Wings yesterday, and that post showed Sheryl Swoopes was not in there, bro. Yes, she was not part of the post. She was not in the description. And I'm here to tell you, bro, fans was like, hold up, wait a minute. Let's pull it up right now. So this is the post that was released yesterday from the Dallas Wings, man. They said, all eyes on us. We're so excited to introduce our 2025 broadcast team. Now, Sheryl Swoopes had been a member of this team. Well, it looked like, based off this post here, they gave her the boot, bruh. So his play-by-play call is Ron, analyst is Fran, analyst Nancy Lieberman, sideline reporter Tiffany, and producer Bob. Now, what's crazy about all this, Nancy Lieberman was one of the people. Nancy Lieberman was one of the people that kind of went off on Sheryl Swoopes a year ago. Yes, she's one of the people that kind of put her in her place, let her know you tripping when you speaking about Kayla Clark. And what's eerie about all of this is that she still got her job. Now, let's check out the post from like a year ago from the Dallas Wings. So this is what it was, a year ago. So it said the Dallas Wings have added Basketball Hall of Fame inductees Sheryl Swoopes and Nancy Lieberman to their 2024 broadcast. And as y'all can see there, everybody's still there. Except for Sheryl Swoopes, bro. Sheryl Swoopes gone. They gave her the boot. Looked like they replaced her with Tiffany Bias, bro. A younger face, younger looking lady. She definitely took Sheryl Swoopes' spot. Now, just like I told y'all, this should come in no surprise. Sheryl Swoopes has been fired before for a coaching job. I'm not saying she got fired, but it looked like you got fired, bro. It looked like she got fired. I just gotta keep it real. It looked like she got fired. Somebody said they told Sheryl Swoopes we don't allow racists to broadcast. Somebody said disappointed to not see Sheryl Swoopes. Yeah, she go. Somebody said no more Nancy. No, Nancy's still on there. Somebody said so. Swoopes recently made it sweet words about Kayla Clark. We're too little, too late. Save her gig. I see Sheryl Swoopes, but I thought that SS works as freelance. Somebody said this is why people don't take you seriously. Shout out to one of my all-time favorites. Somebody else said, could have done without them. Nancy won the battle and the war. Yeah, Nancy completely destroyed Sheryl Swoopes, man. What's crazy is that Nancy was one of the people that called Sheryl Swoopes out, man, on the Stephen A. Smith show. Let me see if I can pull up the clip real quick. Here we go, right here. Check out this clip, man. Check out this clip right here. Roll the footage.
Sheryl since she was in college. I helped do her shoe deal with Nike in 1993, took her to her first SBs. I've known Sheryl, I've coached her, have a lot of respect for her. I called her when Caitlin was still playing at Iowa, and she had just broken Maravich's record. And it was all over the place, as you and I have discussed, that, there was this quote by Sheryl that said, Caitlin was, 25 years old. She was, however old, 24 years old. She was a fifth-year senior.
Right.
She was taking 40 shots a game. Her records were illegitimate. And I got off the treadmill and I called her as a friend. And I said, you can say whatever you want. You can have your own opinion about anybody, but you do have to get the statistics right. I mean, facts matter. And if you just get ahead of this and just say, hey, I made a mistake on my numbers, then this thing is over and everybody respects you for your opinion. And, you might like Boston. I might like the Yankees. It's okay to have difference of opinions. Well, she got upset with me on the phone, and I was like,
I just want to pause it real quick. Now, as y'all can see from this point right here, bro, this is when things kind of went south for Nancy and Cheryl's relationship. Now, she said she had a relationship with Sheryl. She coached her. She used to be friends with her. She helped her get her Nike shoe deal. All these different things. Hell, they was even co-workers for the Dallas Wings. Now, when Sheryl Swoopes went on her rant about Caitlin Clark for the whole 2024 pretty much calendar year, people like Nancy and other like people, old guard people, they was coming up, they was taking up for Caitlin because they knew there was a hidden agenda against Caitlin and Sheryl. Well, pretty much Sheryl, because Caitlin ain't got nothing against Sheryl. But it was Sheryl having some against Caitlin, but Nancy pretty much summed everything up and was all like, you tripping, at least learn the facts. Now, based off this clip here, I believe Sheryl Swoopes might have been speaking about Paige. Now, Paige isn't 25, but she is like a fifth-year senior or something like that. I just know she old, but I think she had the two mixed up or something. But with all that being said, let's get back to this clip real quick, man, because this is interesting.
It's like, Sheryl, I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm just sharing. We're talking. And so our relationship it pretty much is not happening at this point. I tried to talk to her at the Final Four.
Right.
She didn't want to talk to me. My life's going to be good or great with or without Sheryl Swoopes in my life. I'd rather have her in it.
Now, that was her last year. What a month was that? Let me see here. I believe this was September. This was September of last year. So we all remember when Caitlin was balling out, came back off the Olympic break and all that stuff was happening. She was looking phenomenal. That kind of like pissed a lot of people like Sheryl off because they weren't expecting Caitlin to come back, be on fire like that. When Nancy Lieberman was one of the people that kind of checked Sheryl. And it looked like she definitely checked her because she got her clean up out of there allegedly because Nancy still got her job with the Dallas Wings. But as y'all see here, bro, see right here, let me get that pull back up real quick. Y'all see, they ain't got Sheryl no more. Cheryl's gone. Cheryl's gone. Nancy still got her job, though. Nancy still got her job. They got Sheryl built. They got Sheryl built. See, Sheryl was there last year. She ain't there no more. Now, Sheryl Swoopes did speak about Caitlin Clark. I want to play one of these clips right here because to me, I believe this is the clip, right? This was the clip that really showed Sheryl true feelings about Caitlin. So we all remember when Caitlin was dominating, man, balling out. And it was that one clip when Sheryl was all like, well, you know what? She's not dominating to me. What she's doing, it's not dominating. Like, we all remember that. I believe that was the tide that shifted the boats that said, you know what? Caitlin Clark balling, and you can't even give her credit that she balling. Roll the footage, man.
Number, if we would have said when we're talking about dominating with Caitlin Clark, what would those numbers have? What was the numbers?
It would have been a scoring number.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Because of that high clip, shooting it.
Right, right.
We'd have been like,
That's what she did.
Do you consider 20
that's
points
what I
per
was saying when
game?
you said
So
it.
you don't consider 20 points per game?
So if her stats, when we're saying she won't do this in the W, she averaged 31.6, 7.4 rebounds, 9 assists, right? Did anyone expect her to do that in WNBA?
Those three? No.
Right? So she didn't do that.
No.
Now, if we say her stats are today, what?
20 points, 8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But
That's
5
crazy.
Five
Is
point,
that dominant?
5.6
Those are
turnovers.
hell of a
too.
number.
Those are hell
For
of
a
a numbers.
rookie.
But to me, that's not
Period.
But
dominating.
yeah, it's only not dominating because she's a rookie.
Now,
If
okay, so
yeah,
so
because
so
if she's putting up numbers like Asia right now, would she be dominating?
yes.
So it's about
Yeah.
the numbers.
Yes.
I don't look at the dominating factor being numbers. It's what you're doing on the floor. And those numbers would change if the factors on the floor changes. If you make that layup,
Mhm.
the stats change. If you
Mhm.
swing, I get a layup, stats change. These are factors on the floor that we don't get to see because we're glorifying the stat.
Now that was Sheryl Swoopes pretty much going on that rant, man. But I want to know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section right now about everything, man. It's crazy what a year will do to you. But like always, man, until next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out. Shake the haters off.